Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're out here to test a couple of things, and we're going to talk about accessories for your 457. Now, as you can imagine, I get quite a few emails and messages and comments all asking about the best accessories for 457s. And of course, you know, right now it is a pretty controversial subject with CZ. We talked about that in the last video. If you missed that, go back and check that out. But we're going to be talking about my favorite accessories, some new things that I'm trying. I have the Position 7 magazines. There's 13 round billet mags. We're going to be testing them out, and I'll be using them for the first time with you guys here. Also taking a look at a brand new scope from Vortex. Now, this is not my intended use case for this optic. I actually got this because I want to put this on a DMR sniper type rifle, cut down the size and the weight. But what better way to show you guys than here at the home range with the 22. So let me go ahead and get this fired up a little bit here and back in parallax. One thing right off the rip, this doesn't have marked parallax. It marks like, you know, like the 15 yards in infinity. So I'm going to have to play with this a little bit. But yeah, I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys this optic, and we'll get it parallaxed in here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So there you guys can see the reticle. Same Vortex reticle as before. A lot of the same features, well, basically all the same features as the other Gen 3. We have illumination here. A lot of cool things going on with this optic. You have the toolless caps, you know, for the zero, which we're about to mess with right now. We're going to throw in this with a lot of Ely match. We're going to shoot, and again, the big part is here, we're going to talk about accessories that I like and some new things that I'm trying, but the tried and true accessories that you guys are always asking about. So I'm going to take this power way out, and as you can see, everything is covered in snow. What we're going to do is we're going to aim towards that leg, and let's just see where this lands. Okay, I think that was way high. So yes, we're going to need to adjust this. So the cool thing here is when I turn this, we can just turn this little knob on top. And this is kind of like the limitless kind of deal. And I think we were left here. We'll make a big adjustment. If I can figure out how to use this. All right. I didn't see anything. We're going out here. Let's pick this guy. Okay, that's funny. I can actually see exactly where that hit. All right, so we were there. We impacted, oh, wrong way. We impacted way up here, and we were a little left. All right, let's see. I'm actually gonna shoot this through the eyepiece here. All right, yeah, perfect. So a little left still and a little high. Who knew the ice would be such a good way to zero a rifle? All right, let's test this on the KYL. Let's see what kind of action we can get. So yeah, first time using these magazines. So, you know, I don't really have any experience outside of this, but so far feeding really well. Uh-oh, did have one stick. It is brutally cold. Okay, we're a little left there, a little high maybe. Yeah, okay, we're a little left still. Yeah, we're on the left side of that, so let's make one more adjustment here. Aiming there, ooh, hitting there. Let's go 1/4 inch. Oh, okay. I think we're dialed now. Oh, and I'm having some extraction problems, which is going to leave me on the first one. I actually don't have it in this rifle right now in this setup because I've been messing with the factory ones, but the Talon extractors from Desert Precision Gunworks are gonna go in here. Let's stretch the legs on this Vortex a little bit. Get this parallaxed in for 100. We'll come up on magnification. So again, this is a 4-24, and there's already been some really good videos about this. All right, let me lock this down. I think we're close enough. So far these position 7 mags though, feeding fine. We'll get a few more magazines through them. The mag well from position 7, I've been using that for a minute. That's another really good option. So we've talked the Eagle Talon extractors. Those are probably the most extreme extractors. Now they can, if you use both, make it a little harder to close or work the bolt, like I'm talking very slightly. But if you're having extraction issues like I'm having right now with the stock ones that you don't want to mess around, those are a really good idea. Let's go around 1.7. Obviously I've been using this Vision chassis. You know, I really can't recommend this highly enough. The Vision Gen 2 has been stupid good. All the Vision chassis have stupid good feel to them, stupid good fit and finish. My go-to for the rail here has always been the Area 419. It does have the bubble level. I pretty much completely ignore that. But if you don't have anything else, I think it's a nice upgrade or a nice addition to have something that at least you can get with it if you're not rocking anything else. Let's see here. Okay, we're a little high there. Okay. Still a little high. Also on the position 7, and I'll have to show you in B-roll, I'm using their cocking indicator and their firing pin spring. And I can tell you the difference in the feel of closing on this. There's a whole lot more spring action going on there. Yeah, so far so good on the position 7. I'll show you again in B-roll too. If you struggle with your hands, I found a guy who makes a bolt disassembly tool. And if you're gonna swap your extractors, you know, do something like this, position 7, firing pin spring, or just work on a CZ, that thing's gonna make your life quite a bit easier. Again, I don't really need it. You know, my hand doesn't really bother me to do it by hand, but if you don't have the strongest hands or if you've got arthritis or something going on, then that little bolt tool, I'll show you in B-roll now, will save you quite a bit of heartache. It's gonna make that job a lot easier. And so far loading these mags up have been stupid easy. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. That is the position 7 magazine, and this thing is stupid nice. I really love the black finish. The looks and feel of this thing is really good. All right, we had to come into the studio because I didn't want you MTR guys thinking I forgot about you. Now, Hoz and Shield has also released some accessories for probably my favorite stock. If I'm going to shoot a stock, it's going to be the MTR. A lot of you guys really like this, and as you can see, Hoz and Shield has come out with a few things. This is including a thumb rest and a bag rider. Now, they've also come out with a Mirage Shield. These all have like adhesive, so these can go on with adhesive. Obviously, I don't have the Mirage Shield on because I don't have the barreled action in this. So they are some really cool upgrades and some features that we didn't have before. Now this thumb rest is going to stick on there completely with adhesive. So that's an adhesive only connection. On the bag rider here, you can see we have a screw. Now you would normally have an eyelet or a factory screw there that just replaces it. It also has adhesive there. I didn't use it. This is working out just fine with the one screw. I'm going to ask those guys at Hoz and Shield though, as many of you guys know and have asked me throughout the years, this is the Victor Titan cheek rest. Now it does have screws in here and it doesn't fit this extremely well. It takes a little bit to get this on and I had to screw it down. I like the looks of this, but I realize that a lot of people don't want to permanently modify their stock. Now this one I have. This thing has QD cups that I've inletted into it. Has an Arca rail. I've done all sorts of stuff to this, but I think it would be really cool in seeing these parts. Like I know Hoz and Shield is capable of doing it, so I'm going to ask those guys, are you going to be able to come out with a cheek rest, something that's made to fit this, basically precisely, that's made for the MTR, something that could have an optional screw and have double-sided adhesive. That would be pretty cool. And you guys, let us know down in the comments. If you're an MTR guy and you want a cheek rest, you would buy a cheek rest. But let's get back out there to the bench and get back to some shooting. And yeah, you guys will see that again. We will put a barreled action in that, and we're gonna shoot that rifle. I think it'd be a fun way to get back to the roots a little bit there. Another big topic for CZ Accessories, we've talked about the scope base. I recommend the 419. Obviously the trigger, that's one thing. The Timney, I mean, I've tried a bunch of the other ones, but for my style of shooting, that PRS NRL style shooting, I love this thing. And this thing, like I said in the last video, you know, it breaks stupid low, lower than it should, you know, lower than it's designed to. But I have a ton of rounds on this guy, and I've just had really amazing luck out of those 457 triggers. So yeah, another thing to point out, position 7 is right now there's 2 different options. One for like standard, one that will fit the Vanquish with that side release. Going forward, they're all going to be for the Vanquish. So let's go to 150 yards. I want to play out there a little bit, get the scope out there at 150. Another big topic, actually, let's see. I don't know, this is, you know, this ammo is, I've got into the random lots. Let's play with that KYL out there. But another question I get is about the barrels. The MCR pre-fit barrel, if you're not going threaded, like it's the bee's knees, like that's the barrel. But really long wait time, they are absolutely swamped out there. So, you know, not the easiest one to get. Hopefully that looks decent. I know this camera does not do this justice. So not the easiest to get. So beyond that, like the L3I barrel, I've seen a lot of good shooting L3I barrels come out, and I really haven't seen anybody really complaining. Let's actually go out here. Let's send one right here and see where we're at. Okay, pretty close. So that is a good alternative if you can't get the MCR barrel. Okay, I knew that missed, but where? Apparently a little high. There we go. Let's see if we can see where that is. So the L3I preview, is that way up there? Let me send another one down on the left. Yep, okay. We're a little high, and we need to come a little bit. We'll go 1/10 left there. Of course, there's a million barrels. Really going to depend on your budget. But you can really make yourself something nice for not a ton of money with these. And that's the one thing I love about the CZ is that you can kind of make it what you want to make it at home. We're getting pretty far at 150 yards. Oh, that was definitely off left. That was still off left. Come on. Oh, I have no idea where we're missing. We got it. All right, a few more rounds here. We're just gonna shoot at this KYL. I'm gonna try and hit that 1/4 inch. It's 150 yards, random lot of ammo. Brutal cold right now, wind up and down. We'll see what we can do. There's all my excuses. There's no sun to blame. But yeah, those are, you know, basically my favorites. You guys ask me that all the time, and I wanted to get a good first look at this optic here. Again, gonna be going on a center fire, giving you guys a more in-depth review. But I figured we got it. Let's use it. Let's see what it's all about. But yeah, so far, position 7 Magwell, their mags. I'll actually show you, they make a dope card. I haven't used it a bunch. I played with it. First impressions is it's really nice, like a really nice billet kind of dope card. And I'm not affiliate for these guys. You know, I mean, they're not paying me to say anything, that kind of deal, guys. I'm just telling you what I think, because I get this question a lot. We're gonna go straight up because the wind is on the right side of my face. Oh, just off left, what a dummy. Left again. We are digging a hole on the left side. We're still on the left. Oh, now we're right. Are you kidding me? There it is. All right. We got it. Please don't change wind. Oh, and it is changing. You joker. Straight up. Oh my god, I can't believe we came back to straight up to hit this thing. It's ridiculous. Oh, let's try to hit it on the move. Off right. Off right. Off right. For no other reason than we got the magazines and the ammo to do it. These lots of ammo are not like lots that I would shoot in a match. These are actually leftovers, so I'll have like, I got 20 or 30 boxes of Ely match, and every single box is a different lot. So it's really good for this, but not much else. All right, let's come back in a little bit. Let's go out here to steel. And what can we shoot that's not already shot to pieces? Okay, that's right edge. All right, not too bad. All right there in the middle and the top right. But there you guys have it. Quick video, or quicker than usual. And here you can see, and give you, that's the 4-power. That 4-power is insanely good, guys. And this is why I got it. For DMR type matches, or matches like that where I'm only shooting out to 500 or 600 yards, I really want a good wide field of view. This doesn't weigh a ton, so it's not costing me a bunch of weight, but it has a really great field of view. And if I turn on that, that illumination, even though that reticle is really small, if I'm just point shooting at targets, not really point shooting, but if I'm shooting at like an IPSC at 600 yards, I don't really need to see a lot of reticle. That speed is what's going to help me. These matches are more about speed than anything else. But yeah, next time you see this, it'll be on a center fire. Again, I just wanted to do a quick kind of overview on these favorite accessories of mine. If you guys have some favorites that I didn't mention below, let me know. I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna take this guy apart, and I'm gonna put on some Talon extractors, because playing with the factory ones again has not worked out real well for me, especially in this frigid cold. So I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.